Today I'm gonna build a new LEGO minifigure on parade module. My name is Davide and this is a Brick Dreamer. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I have been building several minifigure habitats as well as some LEGO microscale habitats. Now I've been playing around with a new concept, which is the MOP, minifigure on parade. You can see on screen now my first attempt, for which I built a basic module that was a tutorial for the viewers, and then I built a LEGO Pirates module that you can see over here. Now I'm about to build a new one that is gonna be for this Octan minifigure. So let's see what I come up with. Let's open this up so later we can add my new addition. So we can move this a little bit at the back so that we have a little bit more space for the module for the Octan station. So here is the base, 8x16. I use a little bit of different colors so it's a little bit more clear to understand what is happening. Okay, I'm gonna build a road, a street, sort of like this one. But in this case, I think this doesn't really make sense. This was okay for the purpose of the tutorial, but the road cannot be higher than the sides. It has to be a little bit recessed below, and this module allows us to do that. So I decided to brick build the road. So here I use bricks and plates, very simple technique, and it's gonna touch sideways. So we have a little bit of stud knot on top. This is gonna touch here in the middle, and now we have our road where we are gonna connect later on our minifigure, and as you can see, it's gonna line up exactly with the water of the previous module. Now on the sides I decided to build. Over here on the low side I built some grass. Yes, I have a simple build with a few plates and wedge plates. This is gonna connect over here on the side, keep everything together nicely, and then we're gonna add a little bit more details later on. On this side of the road I wanna build a Octan station. So here I went with light bluish gray, and here is the little base that I create with a few slopes. So here is basically where from the road we can access into the station. So that's why I decided to use some slopes. To finish off a little bit, I'm gonna use some of these corner 2x2 tiles so that I can give a sort of diagonal look to this station. Over here we are gonna build up. As you know, this is the back side of my modules. Like that, I'm gonna build something a little bit taller. So here is where I'm planning to have the main building, let's say, of the station. Here I added a little bit of details for the color scheme of the Octan. So it's green, red and white. Here I have this diagonal door that fits just nicely there, and I tiled it up on top to make it smooth. So here we can already see what's happening. I decided to add a little bit of details at the back. I've been looking at some of the other LEGO sets representing Octan station. One of those sets had some very simple build like this one so we can see something that was on sale in this station. And then now we are gonna need to build something coming up here that doesn't block the view too much. So I decided to build a sort of column. Here we can see I added a little printed tile over there. Here we have a tab piece. I put a blue one because I didn't have any other choice, but I kept again the same color scheme, and then it's gonna connect here, and then we need to find a way to create the top. Again, I wanted to go diagonal, sort of like I did there, to make it a little bit more interesting. Here is the basic structure that I have. I use again some stud knot on top, and here I use some slopes to create a nice smooth surface in the corner. So this is gonna connect like this, and then it's gonna go on top. Before I connect, I also wanted to add an open sign inside the station there. So here inside the building there, so here I create a very simple build with this sticker piece that say open. This is gonna connect at the back here, And once I connect everything on the ground, then we can see the sign open at the back there. It's not perfect, but I think it does the purpose. Anyway, this is a very simple build, so we don't need to build anything too complicated. Okay, I'm trying to find the right angle here, and then we need to complete this top part. So I continue with the same structure. I keep the color combination again for branding purposes, and this is gonna connect on the side, and now we have a completed station. I think it's okay. It's a little bit fiddly. It should have been connected on the other side as well, but I thought since this is a very simple and straightforward build, there's no point in taking too much time in making this very solid, as it's not gonna be I'm not gonna keep this probably for very long, but let's see. Maybe I already have 3. If this concept work, then I might build a few more. Anyway, now we can start to add our minifigure there on a walking stance. As you can see now, the color combination works pretty well, and I think it's starting to be pretty cool, but we need to add a few more details. So over here I decided to add a street sign for this Octan station. Here I have a sticker, a couple of pieces at the back to build up the structure. I tried this in this direction and also in the other direction. I think this is the one that works better. Then I added one street cone, some additional accessories. This one can clip with one stud, and then one spare wheel over here on the side to give a little bit more detail, a little bit of interest to that side without blocking the view to the minifigure. Now I think this is already pretty good. It looks okay to me. I thought it would be a good addition to add maybe one vehicle. So of course I cannot add a car in this small space, so I decided to add a Vespa, to add a scooter, and I think it looks okay. It's not bad actually. Maybe it's better to keep it simple like this, a little bit more clean, but I decided that one vehicle would work well as well. Now, if you want to keep this as a single module, you can add a little bit of detail on the side, like I did previously with my pirate module, so you can work out a little bit around the edges to make it look like a single standing module. But in this case, I'm gonna connect it with the rest. I was planning to having this at the back of the pirate, but because of this little overhanging here, it doesn't work well with the pirate, because that one also, by the way, got a little bit of overhanging a little bit on top. So when you are planning to build this, be careful with that. So we are going to connect this with the tutorial, with the basic one that is going to be on front, and I think it makes sense because this is the most simple and basic one. It says System Avenue over here, so I think that one works out pretty well. I built another one of these panels to add over here. I don't have any more printed tiles or stickers that say Octan, otherwise I could have added one more here like I did for this module. So potentially if you have other sticker, you can personalize all the different modules with a printed sticker on the side, or a printed, sorry, with a sticker or a printed tile. Now we are going to connect the pirate at the back there, and now we have our completed scene with 3 modules. I think it's pretty fun concept, pretty interesting. I need to be very careful with those overhangs over there. Let me know what you think about this, and if you have any other suggestions for more module to add to this row, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see how I build the Lego Pirates and how I build the tutorial for the basic module, you can check out this video on the right side. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao!